Hey guys, back again, and today is something really random, guys. Might not be for everyone, but I just thought I would pretty much give my opinion on just some sort of wrestling, really, guys. Just watched a like a documentary interview thing with I think it was Tony Atlas on the thing talking about that thing anyway where the Undertaker said about the WWE product today, how the wrestlers are all soft and that lot. And like I said, it's probably nothing to do with me, nothing to do with my place and that lot to be talking about. But I'll talk give my opinion on it as a WWE fan myself, as well as a wrestling fan in general. I thought I'd give my opinion on it because I've been watching WWF. That's what I would prefer to call it because that's basically what I was brought up on. But the WWF guys back in the day was awesome. Literally, I would watch it every week, guys. Now, obviously, we're not from America over here, so obviously we didn't get to watch it live like you guys did in America. You know, in America, they got it on a Monday night and that lot. We had to watch it on a Friday. So Friday night, 10 o'clock till 12 on Sky Sports 1 or Sky Sports 2 or whatever channel it'll be on. Mainly Sky Sports 1. And then the pay-per-views would be on Sky Sports 1 and so on and so forth until they started making you pay for them properly and that lot. But, you know. But anyway, guys, go off tandem. So basically, The Undertaker said that the whole locker room was soft. And I agree, guys. I agree personally. I think that, but I don't know if it's down to the wrestlers itself, guys, or if it's just the product of the writers. Because at the end of the day, yeah, Vince got told to tame it down or they're going to take him off the TV. But I never understand why he never just brought out his own network like he has now and say, well, you know, kind of like, you know, the big fuck you kind of thing, you know, and say, look, well, you know, I want it. It's wrestlers at the end of the day, guys. It's not ballerina, is it? You know, you expect a wrestler to get in there, and even though it's story-told, you know, because I was always told back in the key, you know, oh, you know, it's not real, and like, yeah. We get the fact that they're all friends. Well, most of them. We get the fact that, you know, it's scripted to the point of like maybe they know who's going to win. But at the end of the day, guys, right? I always was learned the fact that you can't script being picked up by a 7-foot man, and if they're 7 foot themselves, guys, you work that out, right? His lower back is around 10 foot in the air when he comes down onto a solid piece of wood. You do that once, most people wouldn't get up and do that again, you know? And I get the fact it's for entertainment purposes, yeah, but this still, that's got to fucking hurt your body after a while. I mean, I'd tell you now, yeah, all these people out there saying that, you know, the WWE is fake and this and that, you got to think, yeah, it is, in the scriptment and that lot, but in the actual manoeuvres they do to each other, one wrong move and they break the fucking neck, and, you know, and you got to think, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a wimp, but I got to admit, guys, I don't know if I could do it. I got to admit, I really don't. I think if someone slammed me back first on a pile of wood, I don't think I'd want to get up and be like, yeah, that was good, do it again. But, you know, moving forward anyway, guys, right, this belt is, the reason I got it as my backdrop, guys, is because this here is the epitome, really, of what WWE become. These belts were absolutely amazing. I mean, just look at this belt, guys. This is the adult size one, by the way, guys, and it's unfortunately a WWE replica, not the WWF, but it is the proper metal plates and everything, and they are thick. So if anyone wants to get one, you can see that these are really kind of thick plates. They're not really, really small and thin plates. So, yeah, really good belt to do. But anyway, guys, this is my favourite belt of all. I was around in the time when the other wing belt was about. I was around then, because I said I started watching it in 1992. But I did like that one as well, guys. But this one was my overall favourite. And cool, excuse me. Right, I'll tell you why it was my overall favourite, guys. Mainly because it was a bigger belt. In my opinion, it was a bigger belt. And because it was so big, when certain wrestlers would hold it, mainly Triple H, Rock, Stone Cold, people like that, the belt looked really good to see. You know, you could tell that, wow, he's the top champion of that sport. Where at the moment, guys, it looks like a kid's freaking toy. And yeah, that's not mince words. It does. It looks like a giant fucking toy. Look at me, guys. I got a giant W in this. It's a WWE. And it is pathetic, guys. I mean, the Intercontinental Championship now looks better than the fucking World Heavyweight and the Undisputed, you know what I mean? I mean, Roman Reigns walks around with that championship like he's proud to carry it. I wouldn't be proud to carry that fucking belt. It's a piece of shit, man. I'd rather carry this here. This is a belt. And, you know, so was the Undisputed Championship, and so was, I think what did it was the spinner belt. But I ain't gonna lie, I mean, back in the day, I hated that thing, but even that was better than bloody the thing they're using now, guys, I gotta admit. But I think the problem mainly stems with when I watch WWE now, guys, I've said it when I was just in my game plan of wrestling, but watching that kind of give me a bit of an idea, because, there's a lot of people out there that watch wrestling, and, maybe I might be able to get your opinion on it as well, but my opinion is, I feel that Vince has dropped the ball with just how he presents it. It's so predictable now. It weren't predictable back in the day. I mean, for example, guys, right, you go back to Judgment Day 2000. There was no fucking internet shit saying The Undertaker's going to return tonight. The Undertaker's going to return. There was none of that. And then on top of that, right, you didn't actually know The Rock was going to lose the belt or Triple H was going to win the belt. It was literally like, wow, you got to tune in to find out. And it was always good. Like, they'd always have that fucking, this start-up. They'd always have the recap, where you'd have like the flashbacks of what was happening, and you'd have like Triple H doing promo and The Rock doing promo, and it was like Judgment Day, welcome to Judgment Day, stuff like that. It was fucking like, wow, you were mesmerised, you were brought into it, it was like fucking awesome. And then he went to what he's gone to now, which, I don't know if Vince realises his product's failing in its shit, but I mean, in a lot of ways, guys, with how he's been doing things recently for business, I kind of get the impression that he doesn't want it to survive after him. I feel like he feels he made the WWE where it is today, so I think he's trying to kill it off, thinking that when he dies, it dies. He doesn't want it to go on to the other lot, Triple H, Stephanie, Shane. I think he wants to kill it off. Because if he didn't, guys, then he'd do a major program change. Because, I mean, it's shit. It's so predictable. Absolutely predictable. And what's the fucking point of repeating the same match, guys? We didn't get that back in the day. They'd throw an extra wrestler in or something. Like, you wouldn't see Triple H versus Stone Cold again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I mean, like, they'd do, like, well, look, there's a proof, guys, right? Royal Rumble 2000, you saw Cactus Jack versus Triple H. One of the best street fights ever. Awesome, in my day, anyway. Then you had him fight him again. But there was a lot more, involved in it. It weren't like you didn't feel like, oh, fuck, here we go again, same shitty match. No, it was done so better. It was done perfect. And then it ended it there. All right, he came back at WrestleMania 2000 because he'd never been in the main event of WrestleMania, and that was his dream, and Vince let him have his dream. But at the end of the day, guys, right, they didn't just go, oh, look, Mick Foley's back in the match again. They had a fatal four-way. Now, some people didn't like it, some people did. I personally liked it, guys, because it weren't a one fall to the end match. You had to eliminate each person, and I thought that was cool. I like that. Do you know why I like that so much, though, guys? I'll tell you. It's because, to me, you want to know how someone's going to eliminate that person or that person. Could you imagine if they'd emptied that style into the Hell in a Cell match of Armageddon 2000? Because you had a lot of stars in that one, guys. You had Rikishi, Undertaker, Kurt Angle, Stone Cold, Triple H, Rock. You think if they'd have done that elimination system with that, yeah, the match might have been drove out a little bit longer, but you think, guys, who would have eliminated who? And, it is fun to watch. It is great to watch. So, but that's my personal opinion, guys. My personal opinion. I mean, what else I think the problem is, is because he has an event, the Elimination Chamber event. He has the Hell in a Cell event. I think he's taking the surprise element away. We always know that we're going to get a Hell in a Cell match every year. We're going to get a Elimination Chamber match every year. But he hasn't ever brought out an Elimination Chamber match just for, like, WrestleMania. He's never brought one out for, like, just random events, guys. And that's what people don't understand. That's what, that's what he doesn't get. And, like, now, it goes, Elimination Chamber's next. Has he got any great wrestlers in this match? No. No. We got people like Kofi Kingston in the match. No, I've got nothing against Kofi Kingston, guys. But I don't know, guys. It's just not the same. And the reason it's not the same is because he's just not built anyone up. He's not had... See, back in The Undertaker's day and Rock's day and Stone Cold, Triple H, all the wrestlers that he had working with them at the time have either died or left altogether. He's got no major stars there. He's got no one better, I mean, he built CM Punk up, to be an awesome, great wrestler. He was a bit shit back when he had his long hair, but when he cut his hair and he went straight edge style and that, a little bit crap again, but when he managed to come after being in the Nexus, the reboot Nexus, and he managed to start making a name for himself, he actually was doing really well. And why? Because he went up against people like Triple H and he beat them. And he went up against people like Kevin Nash. And they had good storylines with old people that made him relevant. And he had good matches. And now look, Where is he now? See, if he was there now, guys, facing people like Roman Reigns and losing to Roman Reigns and that, like, that'd give Roman Reigns more credit. You'd feel better. And then, look, Roman Reigns got maybe another 10 years in his system, maybe a bit longer, I don't know, but he's not exactly the youngest chicken, is he? He's in his 30s as well. So you got to think, Brock Lesnar needs to lose a few matches to genuine people. But, like, people hate it when Brock Lesnar's on WWE. I don't, guys, because he makes it look like the matches are fucking rough and tough, And that's what it was back in the day. You hear wrestlers talking about it on these podcasts and that lot in there, and I love it. I love watching that sort of thing, when they actually let down a little bit and talk a lot. But I don't think, I'm Undertaker's my favourite wrestler, always has been, always will be. And there's no one higher or lower to me than The Undertaker. That's The Undertaker that got me into WWF, and The Undertaker kept me watching WWF. But there, my favourite version of The Undertaker was The Ministry, personally. I loved that. I really did love that. The way he looked, come out, and the things he would do just looked fucking awesome to me. I loved it. He looked demonic, and I like that. I like the old Kane guys with the suit. I've always loved the suit. I think they fucked up taking his mask off. I really do. Because it took away the mystique of the character, in my eyes. And then they really fucked Kane over when they made him do the authority fucking thing. That really fucking killed him off, that did. Which is a shame, because, I've watched a lot about him in real life, and he's a genuinely nicest bloke you'll ever meet, and I think, it's fucking shit that Vince had all that loyalty from people like that, and then he went, oh, let's fuck it up. Same with Big Show, guys. He could have been a killer. That bloke was awesome, and then what they do, they made him do shitty, laughable skits. So, imagine Brock Lesnar, guys, coming back 10 years from now, coming down on roller skates and losing to people like Santino Marella. You'd feel like, why in the fuck was the point? When these people are made to be a monster, leave them a monster. Kane was the big red machine, the first legitimate monster of the WWF, in my opinion. I mean, you had Andre and people like that, but they weren't monsters. They were classified as giants, big guys. But Kane and Undertaker were monsters in the wrestling world. They did mystique shit, and they did good stuff, and they made it entertaining. Austin, he didn't give a flying fuck who you were. He had a smash mouth. I don't give a fuck. I'll wrestle you. Who matter who you are. What kind of killed his stem to me was when he did that shit with Vince McMahon. I think the power trip was pretty good with Triple H, and that was, it was different. You didn't see that coming, but I didn't like the way that they did that fucking Jimmy Crack Corn fucking Austin, and made him like what, and couldn't win a match, and like I think that was a bit, I don't know how he did with that, but I thought it was pretty shit, personally, as I was watching it. But like I said, guys, yeah, the problem with WWE today isn't so much a matter if the wrestlers are soft or if they're not soft or whatnot. It's the program of it. We don't want to know the outcome of what's going to happen before it happens. So what's the fucking point in watching it? Another thing that pisses me off, guys, is being a network provider and paying $9.99 like everyone else do. I'm really fucked off that we can't get to watch Raw or SmackDown when it's live, or even the day after. We have to wait like 3 or 4 weeks. We're 3 or 4 weeks behind. Who the fuck wants to watch the pay-per-view when you haven't even seen what's happening on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown for 4 weeks behind? It's ridiculous, guys. It's fucking stupid in my eyes, but, So, yeah, but that's my point with it, guys. What's made WWE shit is the fact that it's just gone too futuristic. They've gone like, we don't need to change the arenas. It'll just change the colour of the lights. Like, SummerSlam will be done in green and yellow, and it'll say SummerSlam. And who remembers the days, guys, when, like, the year 2000, they had that giant S sat there. And then, like, 2001, they had all that, like, funny archways in the S. And then, like, in 2007 or 8, when they had all that, like, sand and that, like, when Triple H returned. What happened to them days, guys? The only one they actually do that for now is WrestleMania. And even then, they're not fucking, like, wow. You know what I mean? Who remembers, like, Royal Rumble 2000? With that taxi cab above and that lot. That was fucking awesome. It might not look like the best, but it made it look like, you're entering a war zone in that lot. It was fucking awesome. And now all he does is have some coloured shitty lights that change the fucking pattern when he wants it to. Oh, it's SummerSlam. Oh, now it's WrestleMania. You can't tell the difference, guys. And that's his problem. You see, he's so fucking boring now. He's stuck in the old... No, he ain't stuck in the old days. He's gone too far with it. He's gone like fucking Star Wars futuristic shit. You got it on like Wikipedia going, oh, The Rock's gonna face thingamajig at WrestleMania. Now it might not happen this year, guys, but it's gonna happen at some point probably. And it's like we don't want to know. We don't want to know. We want it a surprise. We want to see the entry, the surprise of it. Where the fuck's the surprise when they all know? But, you know, there we go. And there's a lot of these gimmicks. I mean, I like the New Day. They're all right. They're entertaining. But at the end of the day, guys, what the fuck's all that WWE and blah, blah, blah? That ain't wrestling, man. I get this entertaining as well. It's got to have a storyline to make the entertainment and that. And, you know, and I think that's great. But you'd have never seen that sort of shit, man. Where's all the sarcasm and the fucking one-liners like Chris Jericho would do to Stephanie McMahon and The Rock would do and that lot? You know, where's all that? You know, I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I mean, I've questioned cancelling the WWE Network subscription myself because I mean, Royal Rumble just happened about 2 weeks ago or more, and I mean that was fucking shit, guys. The women's version of that was amazing. The men's Royal Rumble was fucking shit. I'm not bad. I'm not even saying enough about Edge winning. I think that's the best fucking part about it. I love the fact that Edge has come back. I mean, everyone's like, you know, oh god, all the old timers. He ain't an old timer. You know, he's not as fucking that old as some people think he is, you know? But at the end of the day, guys, right, whether you agree or you don't agree with the fact that Edge won the Royal Rumble, it's the fact that it was just shit. There was no really good surprise entries in the Royal Rumble. The actual event was stale, guys. It was just like, I don't know, it didn't even feel like a Royal Rumble, because it just felt like a giant battle royal that happens on a Monday Night Raw. Nothing about that screamed, I'm watching a Royal Rumble event. And, I don't know, it was just boring, guys, to me. It was boring. And that's what WWE's becoming. It's becoming the worst wrestling ever. That's what WWE stands for now. Worst wrestling ever. And, you know, the fact that Undertaker's calling it soft, you know, that says it all, doesn't it? Says it all. Now, I don't know if it's the writers' teams, but at the end of the day, Vince has got to look over that shit himself and say, look, this is crap or not. He fucking owns the shit. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. It's just random to me, but, you know, it's like, it just seems that it's going downhill big and fast. And unless Vince actually changes the belt system so they actually look like these again and look fucking decent, then I think he's going to lose more and more, because it is becoming more and more for kids. And at the end of the day, it weren't kids nowadays can watch things like Freddy fucking Krueger and laugh and think it's nothing. So what the fuck do you think these kids are doing when they're watching ballerinas dance around the ring pretty much? Back in the day when Undertaker and Kane and Big Show and Rock and Stone Cold got in there, you know, they told a good story. And you would want to tune in week after week after week, because you didn't have the fucking social media shit telling you what's going to happen and this, that and the other. I mean, he don't take criticism, you know, don't Vince. He don't take criticism. He doesn't like to hear what people think, but yet he wants your money. If you want our money and you want us to stay watching your product, you need to let some fucking younger talent take over, like Triple H and Stephanie and Shane, that actually know they've got kids themselves, and ask their kids what they would actually want to fucking see, rather than this Mickey Mouse shit, because we don't want to see it. I mean, it would have been nice if you'd actually let Kevin Owens win the fucking WWE Championship. I mean, you know, it's not like you're building Roman up to do anything fucking spectacular at WrestleMania. The Rock didn't come out and call him out, and it looks like we're going to get some kind of fucking freaky deaky shit out there. I mean, I heard Daniel Bryan's going to be faced him. I fucking hope not. Oh my god, would that be a squash boring match? It really would, guys. It'd be fucking shite. I mean, right, Edge facing Roman, that has fucking potential. And if Sheamus faces Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania, that's a fucking different match. I like that. I actually like that, guys. That sounds good. And then, like, they should have, like, you know, they should have, like, fatal four-way elimination match for the Intercontinental Championship. Three-way, four-way ladder match for the fucking Tag Team Championship. Why don't they do a five-way tables, ladders, chair match for the fucking Tag Team Championship? Imagine that. The reason they can't is because they go, well, SmackDown Tag Team Championships and the Raw Tag Team Championships. Well, yeah, so, you know, here's a fucking idea, guys, for a bit of randomness and different. Why don't they throw 5 teams from SmackDown, 5 teams from Raw, put all 4 titles in the air, yeah? And the actual first team to grab one belt is the tag team champions for that team, and the one that grabs the other belt is the fucking tag team champions for that one. Imagine that. They even might get a shake-up in a pay-per-view you wouldn't even expect. They're going to have like 10 teams, look, or 8 teams, I should say, in a TLC match, and both styles of championships up for grabs at once. You might see that the Raw Tag Team Champions grab the SmackDown ones for a change, and they would go to SmackDown or something. You wouldn't fucking know. That'd be completely random, completely different. But there we go. You know, that's just stuff like that. That's just an idea off the bat, guys. But I don't know. I mean, this is a random video, guys. You know, I don't know if, you know, what people are going to think about this. But I thought, I've been a WWE fan for such a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, it's kind of getting embarrassing to say that you love the WWE or you're a wrestling fan. And so if we're actually starting to become embarrassed to say we watch it, you got to think how the rest of us feel doing it. Because I mean, fucking hell, man, it is got stale badly. Vince needs to make the WWE legitimate again. And to do that, he needs to stop playing with Mickey Mouse fucking title belts that all look shit and bring back stuff like this. I'm not saying bring back this belt, even though that would be fucking awesome. No, but I'm saying make a belt that looks like this. When you see that champion walking with this belt, he's that top fucking dog. He's the top champion of your show. Not looking with a giant W on his fucking belt like he don't even know what the fucking promotion is. What are you? I'm a wrestler. WWE, yeah. I mean, you look at the fucking AEW championship. That thing is fucking mega compared to WWE's. And that's the thing, guys. They've lost their heritage, This is great. And then they went and fucked it and made it look like a kid's toy. And it's stupid. It is stupid. But, guys, let me know anyway, guys, what you guys think of how it's going. I mean, I don't know how many of you on here on my channel like WWE or wrestling in general or anything like sport. I love sports with heavy contact, guys. I love UFC. I love WWE. I love AEW. I love boxing, stuff like that. Always have done. But, the end of the day, guys, I just think it's becoming stupid. It's becoming a shadow of its former self. Well, it ain't becoming. It has become. It's bollocks now. It really, really is. But who knows, guys? We can hold on for a bright future, and hopefully one day Vince McMahon will hit his head or something getting out of bed and think, fuck hell, I got an idea. In the meantime, though, guys, I have no idea. But anyways, I'm going to end it here, guys. So hopefully it's not too boring or something, this one. But I wanted to put my opinion on it because, as a fan of it, I thought, it'd be quite different to put my own words out there on it and see what you guys think about it. But yeah. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one, guys.